Mr. Defense Counsellor, do you have any more questions for their witnesses?
No, I don't.
Okay. Mr. Jones, the word is on you. Do you want to add more final words?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Adding to what the witnesses says here, I am very glad here to add so many things on it. As the difficulties they started and they said, like from Sahara to Mediterranean Sea, for me, Europe is more difficult than any journey that you can take to Europe, even in hell through to Europe. Europe is more difficult than any other thing. I spent 2.5 years in Italy for a better chance and a better living and have a better, good education to continue with my dreams. But everything was shut down when I stepped my foot in Europe. Then I spent 2 years struggling to survive. I say, okay, Europe is big. I make a chance and go to Germany and see what is going to happen. Same thing is following me and chasing me everywhere as so many witnesses go past through. That without even asking me why you leave your country and they say me, you are from Italy and this is one Europe, you are doubling. None of the Europeans want to give me a chance to express why I leave my country. Then it's a life of what you take or you leave it. Then I take the chance on my own hands, Your Honor. I look for a better city, then I come to here in Hamburg. I take the chance by my own on the street to survive with a bigger plan and a bigger dream, but nothing goes. Everything was seized, you have nothing to do, only you have to employ yourself for a survival and for the rest of the family you left in Africa. And this bigger cake, only the white supremacy feared on it, and they throw the rest. We have to be put into a position that whereby you cannot even survive. So I say it's better to have a dangerous freedom than to have a free slavery freedom, because it's what I'm living. So I have to live for a dangerous freedom, to go to the street, to survive for myself. And so many police and the German authority are here to criminalize every black man for just a thing whereby it is not an offense in German law, because they use this drug to cover up their racism tracks. Because with these drugs, they can say, okay, you say you want a better chance in Germany, so you are selling drugs. But drugs is not a crime in this country. Even the white judge, where the court they believe, the judge tell you in your face that this is not the problem because you don't have an address. I came to you, you should give me an address. But at a point of 1.5, so many black people lose their life because of 2 grams of marijuana, 1.5 grams. None of the police will arrest someone here with 2 points of marijuana. And we don't bring it to Europe. I come with no shoe when I was entering Italy. No shoe, only 1 trouser, 1 clothes in Europe. So I am pleading to you, Your Honor, not to force people to do things that they do not like. This white supremacy forced black people to follow women and to follow women for relationship because of paper. This is what they tell you. In the first place, you step your... This is Germany. You have to marry a German citizen to get a paper, or you have to have a child with a German woman to get a paper. I don't want to have a child at this age. They don't want to listen to me, but they want to force me to follow women. And even without document, relationship is very difficult, Your Honor. I would like to please my woman, but in my mind I say, She may think that I'm pleasing her because of paper. And without paper, you know, and this white supremacist knows between him and her woman. The relationship is not easy. So let them not force us to get married or to get children. I am pleading to you, Your Honor, that you tell the white supremacy to get off the street and we go for equal right and justice, equal right to work, equal right to move, and equal justice. Ask me why I am here, and you give me a right to work and right to stay. Your Honor. For now, I think I will stop there, and you go on with it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones, for your wonderful contributions. Mr. Accused, do you want to say something for your defense?
Ja. Zuerst möchte ich einmal sagen, dass ich überhaupt nichts gegen Menschen aus Afrika habe. Ich habe wunderschöne Urlaube in Namibia, in Südafrika verbracht. Das waren so nette Menschen dort. Man kann mir sicherlich nichts vorwerfen, dass ich etwas gegen Menschen aus Afrika persönlich habe. Ich muss aber auch sagen, dass dieser Prozess und die Dinge, die in diesem Prozess gesagt wurden, mir große Sorge machen. Denn worüber da gesprochen wurde, Bewegungsfreiheit, hierher kommen, um etwas von unserem Reichtum haben zu wollen, das ist ein Angriff auf die ganze so beschaffene Welt, in der wir leben. Die Welt ist nun mal in Nationalstaaten organisiert, mit Grenzen, und das ist auch gut so. Jahrhundertelang haben wir dafür gesorgt, dass der Reichtum in der Welt wächst und dass ein gutes Auskommen auch für viele Arbeiter zu haben war, gerade in Europa. Vielleicht sind nicht immer in der Geschichte schöne Dinge passiert, vielleicht lief nicht immer alles planmäßig, aber was dieses Gericht hier plant, das ist das Ende. Das ist das Ende jeglicher Idee von Freiheit, von Streben nach Glück, von Freiheit von Eigentum. Denn wenn jetzt alle aus der Welt kommen sollten, um uns unseren hart erarbeiteten Wohlstand wegzunehmen und einfach haben zu wollen und nicht sehen, wie hart wir dafür gearbeitet haben, dass wir ein bisschen was haben, dann weiß ich nicht, wo das enden soll. Schauen Sie, es werden in den nächsten Jahren noch viele, viele Millionen Menschen wegen der ökologischen Schwierigkeiten ihre Heimatländer verlassen müssen. Wenn die alle dorthin kommen können, wo es noch etwas mehr gibt, dann bedeutet das doch die Auflösung jeder Nationalstaatslogik. Das läuft doch, was Sie hier in Gang setzen, auf etwas hinaus, was notwendig eine soziale Revolution nach sich ziehen muss. Und da wäre ich eher froh, in so einer Welt nicht mehr dabei sein zu müssen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Accused. My final judgment will be announced soon. I will now declare my final judgment in the case of Nasir Jones against white supremacy and suppression personalized in this white man. In the name of black migrants in Europe, we declare white man guilty in all points. He will be sued to watch all episodes of Roots to get deeper understanding of his racism. Furthermore, he has to actively work on anti-racist structures and take action on renaming all streets or public spaces in Germany which still glorify colonial mass murderers. The renaming will display all the victims, and thereby their names will be remembered. Additionally, he personally has to make sure that all kinds of racist designations will be cut off the German language. We no longer accept racist stereotypes of black people in school books. We demand anti-racism as school subject to get rid of the colonial amnesia. And of course, we reclaim all the stolen artifacts from African continent. Restitution of all families who suffer loss of loved ones, and $100 trillion as reparation paid to black organizations. Finally, we demand safe conduct for all African people, including fully equipped with citizenship, working permission, and so on. Last but not the least, we demand to share all other privileges. This white man will not go to jail. He will be sent to the Gambia, and there he will have to physically work hard on the rice field to reimburse the victims and their relatives of his doing. The German police will get a new task area. In the future, they will be responsible to plant trees and recultivate the Sahara. Thank you very much.